Good day, learners. Today we are looking at section D of the examination paper, and it focuses on language structure and conventions in context. Now, the first question is based on idioms. What is an idiom? An idiom is a figure of speech whereby words or phrases have a figurative meaning. The difference between figurative and literal is the actual meaning of the words. Figurative is where it has a deeper symbolic meaning. So if we look at the first question, 1.1, the last straw means, so here you're looking at the figurative meaning. What is the figurative meaning of that phrase? And your answer would be B, the final thing that causes action. If you look at 1.2, to go down the drain means to go to waste, not actually to go down the drain. If we look at number 2, which focuses on the apostrophe, and it tells you that apostrophe is used to show belonging. So it says, rewrite the underlined part of the sentence using the apostrophe. So here, the first one, 2.1, all the jackets of the boy were made from the recycled PET bottles. It would change to the boy's jackets were made from recycled PET bottles. 2.2, the bags of the woman were filled with recyclable plastic. The woman's bags were filled with recyclable plastic. 2.3, the aims of the company are environmentally friendly. The company's aims are environmentally friendly. If we look at 2.4, the words of the CEO were inspiring. The CEO's words were inspiring. Look again, they're focusing on apostrophe and how it is used to show a mission. They say, write these contractions in expanded form. So the first one, gave, is they have. 3.2, can't is cannot. And then they give you the words and they tell you to write these as contractions. So that will be, will not will become won't. 3.4, you are will become your. Question number 4, identify the punctuation mark used in each. So 4.1, there it is a hyphen where two words are compounded to form one word. 4.2, of their existence manufactured, there it is a colon. 4.3, that is speech marks or inverted commas. 4.4, that is a comma. 4.5, dash. 4.6, ellipsis. Question 5, use the correct prefixes, the words before the alphabets or before a root word. Suffix, when you talk about the suffixes, you talk about the words at the end after the root word. So they're telling you, use the correct prefixes to make antonyms. So common will become uncommon, responsible, irresponsible, significant, insignificant, obedient, disobedient. Concord, tenses, nouns, and homophones. Write just the word in the brackets correctly. So now we are focusing on these aspects and we are going to write the word that has been incorrectly written. Recently, people have wake up to the fact that plastic is the worst pollutant. So that would be recently people have woken up. So wake will change. The tense of wake will change. If you're looking at 6.2, recently I see a water bird that was choke on plastic bread tag throw into the pond. So it would be, yesterday I saw a water bird that was choking on a plastic bread tag thrown into the pond. 6.3, the CEO hoped to educate people about single-use plastic items and the destroy they cause, particularly in ocean. So it would be, yes, the CEO hoped to educate people about single-use plastic items and the destruction they cause, particularly in oceans. 6.4. Today we were more aware of our impact on the environment because of social media and educate. So it would be, today we are more aware of the impact on the environment because of social media and education. We look at 6.5. They have never seen whale, dolphin, porpoise, or shark except in aquariums. It would be, they have never seen whales, dolphins, porpoises, or sharks except in aquariums. 6.6. Plastic pollution affects marine life. Over 1 million birds die each year because of mass of plastic float in the sea. So it would be, plastic pollution affects marine life. Over 1 million birds die each year because of masses of plastic floating in the sea. If we look at the next one that focuses on degrees of comparison, provide the comparative and superlative forms of each of these adjectives. So here it would be like how you're comparing your degrees of comparison, which you are familiar with. So 7.1, healthy, it'll be healthy, healthier, healthiest. 7.2, good, good, better, best. 7.3, responsible, it will be responsible, more responsible, and most responsible. 7.4, abundant, it will be abundant, more abundant, most abundant. 7.5, easier, easier, easy, easier, easiest. If we look at the next section, it focuses on parts of speech. Identify the part of speech of each underlined word. So 8.1, marine conservation is vital for future generations. So conservation there is a noun. 8.2, the restaurant chain will develop education programs. Develop there is a verb. 8.3, effective awareness programs are a necessity. Effective there is an adjective. 8.4, the restaurant buys fish that is responsibly and ethically harvested. Those become adjectives, adverbs, sorry. They are adding or modifying the verb. 8.5, a shoal of fish or a pod of dolphins can be netted by a trawler. That is collective nouns. So collection of these species. If we look at question number 9, it focuses on synonyms. Give your own synonyms for the words underlined in these sentences. 9.1, ocean basket only purchases seafood that has been harvested in a responsible manner. So purchases there, another word would be buy. 9.2, as a responsible citizen, we have a duty to conserve the ocean's resources by eliminating plastic straws and bags. So there it would be conserve. The synonym for conserve would be to save, protect, or look after. Eliminate would be getting rid of completely or doing away with. Now we are focusing on question 10, which focuses on active and passive voice. If you clearly remember that active and passive voice, there's a distinction. Active voice is where you have your subject, your verb, and your object. And the passive voice is where you have your object, subject, and verb at the end. No, sorry. Passive voice would be where you have your object, your verb, and your subject at the end. Let's look at 10.1. Plastic straws and bags have been banned by some governments. So you would change this by saying, some governments have banned plastic straws and bags. 10.2, marine life is negatively affected by plastic pollution. So your answer would be plastic pollution negatively affects marine life. Now if you're looking at Write this 10.3 where we have to change it from active to passive voice. The first one is volunteers pick up litter on beaches. That would change to litter on beaches is picked up by volunteers. 10.4 school children collect plastic milk bottles for recycling. Milk bottles for recycling are collected by school children. If we look at question 11, it focuses on direct and indirect speech. And they say, write these sentences in indirect speech. So they're giving it to you in, they're telling you what has been said, and you have to report this, because indirect speech is when you are reporting something. So if you look at 11.1, it says, we will no longer use plastic straws in our stores, says the CEO. So it will change to the CEO says that they will no longer use plastic straws in their stores. 11.2, the reporter asked, is banning plastic straws going to make a difference? So that would change to the reporter asked if or whether banning, so you could use the word if or whether there. So it'd be the reporter asked if or whether banning plastic straws was going to make a difference. If we look at 11.3, why is Ocean Basket banning the use of straws? Asked the reporter. So it would be the reporter asked why Ocean Basket is banning the use of straws. If you look at direct speech, these are the exact words that a person has said. So if you look at 11.4, Ms. Harding says that it is an important decision for them. So you could change that by saying Ms. Harding says, comma, open inverted commas, it is an important decision for us. Full stop, close inverted commas. The next one, 11.5, the reporter asked if the ban was going to come into effect the next day. That would change to, the reporter asked, comma, open inverted commas, is the ban on straws going to come into effect tomorrow? Question mark, closed inverted commas. Please don't forget, if you're asking a question, you have to include the question mark, because you're reporting what they're saying, but remember what you are saying, it was in the form of a question. Let's look at 11.6. The reporter asked why Ocean Basket is going to stop issuing plastic cutlery. The reporter asked, comma, when is Ocean Basket going to stop issuing plastic cutlery? Question mark, closed inverted commas. When you have, it's important to note here that when you have a question mark, you do not add a full stop, because the question mark acts as a full stop of that sentence. Let's go on to question number 12, and we're focusing on conjunctions here. And conjunctions are joining words, if you recall. So they say choose one of these conjunctions to join each pair of sentences. So the first one, Ocean Basket is banning plastic straws. Ocean Basket is banning plastic bags. Ocean, so the first one would be Ocean Basket is banning plastic straws and plastic bags. 12.2, the restaurant chain is banning straws. It is not banning plastic cutlery. So it would be the restaurant chain is banning straws, whereas it is not banning plastic cutlery. If you look at 12.13, Ocean Basket restaurants will no longer give their customers straws and bags. They are aware of the impact that plastic has on the environment. So it would change to Ocean Basket restaurants will no longer give their customers straws and bags because they are aware of the impact that plastic has on the environment. So that concludes our examination paper, and I hope this lessons assist you in understanding what is expected from you in the examination. Please take care, and I will be posting other lessons with regards to your resource pack.